For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
What is up, Brew Crew? Before we dive deep into this exclusive information I have for you today, I need you to take a second and subscribe to the channel right now. Hit the notification bell, smash that like button, and join our community. Here, the information arrives first, and the analysis comes from someone who lives and breathes Milwaukee Brewers baseball. If you want to stay ahead of all the rumors and understand the 4D chess of the MLB, this is your place. Subscribe now. Now let's get down to business. The winter meetings have just wrapped up, and as always, the air is thick with speculation, backroom dealings, and that typical hot stove tension. I've been tracking every move, every whisper in the hallways, and the news I bring today, based on the precise reporting of our trusty Adam McCalvey, strikes at the very heart of our rotation and bullpen. We are talking about Freddie Peralta and Trevor Megill. The dust has settled in Dallas, but the conversations haven't ceased. What catches my attention here is Pat Murphy's stance. Our manager, always direct, has adopted a tone of brutally honest realism regarding the trade chances involving these two team pillars. Murphy isn't selling illusions. He knows exactly how the baseball machinery works, especially for a market like Milwaukee. The situation is fluid. When Murphy says he is realistic, he is signaling something crucial to us fans. GM Matt Arnold's phone rang, and it rang a lot. The pitching market is inflated. We've seen absurd contracts being signed by mid-rotation starters, which automatically skyrockets the value of a legitimate ace like Freddie Peralta. Peralta isn't just an arm, he is a controllable asset with elite stuff and the capacity to lead a team to the playoffs. For the Brewers, the equation is complex. Keeping Peralta signals a clear intention to compete in the National League Central right now. However, Murphy's realism suggests that if a Godfather offer, that refuse-to-lose offer full of top-ranking prospects appears, the front office has a fiduciary and competitive responsibility to listen. I analyze it this way: the Brewers aren't desperate to sell, but they are willing to be blown away. This leads us to a deeper analysis of the franchise's strategy. Unlike teams like the Dodgers or the Mets, who solve problems with checkbooks, the Brewers live on the efficiency of their assets. Freddie Peralta is our most valuable asset on the mound right now. The winter meetings served as a thermometer. The fact that no deal was consummated there doesn't mean the danger of losing fastball Freddie has passed. It just means the price Milwaukee put on the table is justifiably astronomical. Murphy understands that losing his number one would destabilize the rotation, requiring young talents to assume responsibilities perhaps too soon. But he also knows that the Brewers' long-term sustainability depends on these high-impact trades. The post-winter meeting silence is deafening, and my read, based on past front office trends, is that they are playing the patience game, waiting for some team desperate for pitching to up the ante in the coming weeks. Continuing our analysis, we cannot forget Trevor Megill. While Peralta is the anchor of the rotation, Megill has become a fundamental piece at the back end of games, especially with the volatility that sometimes haunts any MLB bullpen. The interest in Megill during the winter meetings confirms a trend I've been observing. Contending teams are paying a premium for quality, controllable relief. An arm that can miss bats and throw high velocity with consistency is worth its weight in gold. Murphy being realistic about Megill indicates that the team recognizes relievers are the most volatile assets in baseball. His value might never be higher than it is right now. Selling high is a specialty of this front office, but again, that creates an immediate hole in the 2026 roster. The most fascinating aspect of Murphy's comments, as reported by McCalvey, is the human management side. Pat Murphy is a leader of men, By speaking publicly about the possibility of these trades, he is preparing the locker room and the players themselves. He isn't operating in the shadows. He is saying, this is a business and we are all professionals. This takes the anxiety of, am I going to be traded? And transforms it into, while I am here, I will give my all. It is a brilliant psychological play. He maintains player loyalty by being transparent while simultaneously giving cover for the front office to do whatever is necessary. If Peralta or Megill are moved, it won't be an internal seismic shock because the seed of reality has already been planted. Looking at the data, the Brewers have a history of success in finding arms in other teams' scrap heaps and turning them into gold. This gives Matt Arnold the confidence to explore the market for Megill. If they can get a package of contact hitters or outfield prospects close to the MLB, the trade makes logical sense, even if it hurts the fans' heart. However, my internal source of intuition says that unless a team panics, we will see Peralta and Megill at spring training wearing the Brewers uniform. The value of competing in the Central, which is wide open, may outweigh the uncertain return of prospects. But in baseball, things change with one phone call. Final analysis. Murphy's post-winter meetings stance is one of calculated caution. The Brewers know what they have in their hands, gold in the form of pitchers. They didn't sell cheap in Dallas, and they won't sell cheap now. The strategy is clear. Maximize value or maintain competitiveness. There is no middle ground. Now, I want to hear from you. Brew Crew, put yourself in the general manager's chair for a minute. Given this realistic scenario presented by Murphy, would you hold on to Freddie Peralta and Trevor Megill to try and win the division again? Or would you take advantage of the inflated market to restock the farm with elite prospects thinking about the next 5 years? Be honest in the comments. I want a high-level discussion. And don't forget, for daily analysis, breaking news, and this privileged view you only find here, subscribe to the channel and share this video. Let's make Brewers Nation grow. Until the next update,